In order to defeat the King Kong rat, I disguised myself as a female kangaroo. Sure enough, the King Kong rat was smitten, tried to kiss me. I quickly stopped it. At this moment, my headgear fell off. I didn't know what to do. The kangaroo was very angry, kicked me right in the stomach. The next day, I took a shovel, ready to have a showdown with it. Unexpectedly, the kangaroo was sleeping, so I crept in quietly. I was gonna find some knockout drops to drug it. Suddenly, the kangaroo woke up. I swung the shovel and attacked it, but the shovel head flew off. The kangaroo directly snatched my stick. I failed again, but I wouldn't give up because of this. On the third day, I found a Gatling gun. This time, I was determined to win. The kangaroo looked curiously at the weapon in my hand. I directly fired bullets at the kangaroo. Seeing this, the kangaroo quickly fled. I chased after it all the way, but my bullets were used up quickly. The kangaroo took the opportunity to counterattack. I slapped the kangaroo. The kangaroo immediately kicked me. Suddenly, I heard the sound of a signal. This made me very excited. I thought it should be a signal from my partners on Earth. This gave me the confidence to survive. I decided to find a way to return to Earth. I checked and found that there was a launcher stored on the moon, so I drove the lunar rover towards that base. 3 days later, we successfully reached the base. Just as I was checking the machine, the kangaroo pressed the buttons on the machine by mistake. The launcher suddenly started shaking. I thought it was about to start launching. I quickly hid inside. Fortunately, it was just starting the power supply. I was worried that the kangaroo would cause trouble again, so I locked it in a small compartment. Then I drove the vehicle and started to go back. After driving for a day, when it got out to pee, I found that the compartment was gone. It turned out that the road was very bumpy, and the compartment with the kangaroo had separated from the lunar rover. At this moment, I was already 1,000 kilometers away from the kangaroo. I didn't know how to choose. If I went back to save the kangaroo, we might both die because the power of the lunar rover was almost used up. I was in a dilemma. I didn't know how to make a decision, but in the end, I still decided to turn around and go back. When the kangaroo saw me, it hugged me tightly and kept licking my face. Maybe it really loved me. Then we started to drive back at full speed. When the sun slowly disappeared, the lunar rover lost its power, and we were still 50 kilometers away from the base. This was really despairing. I casually grabbed a handful of sand and came up with an idea. I removed one of the car doors and then put a rope on the kangaroo. A simple kangaroo scooter was made. I drove the scooter towards the base. Even canyons could be easily crossed. Wish us luck.